Hello again. We are looking at section 10.2 in your textbook. This is found on page 623. This is problem 1 that I want to work for you today. And this is talking about the area of a trapezoid. Now, before we find the area of a trapezoid here, we need to understand what the formula is, because basically you're going to use the formula here that the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 its height. Now, how do we know where the height is? Well, many times it'll be labeled, but the height is always the distance between the two parallel sides. Okay, it's not just any height. You can't measure it between the two non-parallel. You have to measure it between the two parallel sides. So if this is parallel and this is parallel, the height is always going to be the perpendicular distance between those two. So that goes in there as h. And then it's base 1 plus base 2. And that, again, is your two parallel sides. Even if it were sideways, like this one down here is going to be, then it's still, those are the parallel sides. So that would be your base 1 and base 2, just like in this example or in this explanation one, the base 1 is here and the base 2 is here. Okay, so if that is the case, let me pull this down just a little bit. Let's look at problem 1 on 623. It says find the area of a trapezoid. Okay, so we're going to take just the basic formula that we've been given and we're just going to apply that. So it's going to be 1/2. Again, the height is labeled pretty simply here, but sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. But it's the distance between the two parallel sides. So 309 goes in there. And then the two bases, this is 1 because these are the parallel sides. Here's base 1 and here's base 2. Now it doesn't matter which order you put those in. You could have said 511 and 205. That part doesn't matter. Okay, but you're going to do base 1 and base 2. So we simply add 205 and 511 together first. Then we're going to multiply that by the 309. Then you can either multiply by 1/2 or you can divide by 2. That's really the same thing. And when you do that, you end up with 110,622 square miles. Okay, and that's how much area is in the state of Nevada, which is what that picture is actually showing there. All right, so if that is the case, we're saying that the area of Nevada is about 110,600 square miles. Okay, what is the area of the trapezoid with a height of 7, a base of 12, and 15? So again, I'll write out here, but it's simply, again, 1/2 the base times, or excuse me, height times base 1 plus base 2. So it's going to be 1/2. The height is just absolutely given. We're not even looking at a picture. It's just given to us. So I'm just really plugging in where it belongs. And then the two bases would be 12 and 15, which I have to add together according to the formula. So that ends up being 27. So it's 1/2 times 27, or times 7 times 27. Most of this you can just simply load into your calculator. And when you do, you're going to get something like 94.5. Since all of these, if you'll notice, were in centimeters, then that is going to be square centimeters, because these two get added together, so that's centimeters. And this is centimeters. Centimeters times centimeters is where we're getting the centimeter squared. Okay, hope this was helpful. Best of luck.